and welcome to another Silver Screen Show review. I'm Elenia and this is Abu, and today we are talking about Toy Story 4. It's been 10 years.
I was so surprised it's been 10 years since
I know.
Toy Story 5. I thought it came out like 4 or 5 years ago.
I know.
I was like,
I remember talking about Toy Story 3 and we were like, this is our childhood, we are going to be beating the 5-year-olds out of the way to go see
I was like,
this.
wait, why are they cashing in again? Oh, it's been 10 years, okay, fair enough.
Yeah, it's like, no, they're having a bit of a lull after the Avengers and stuff. Yeah, let's just release another Toy Story, get everyone in again. So this one is directed by Josh Cooley, and it is his feature directorial debut. So no pressure.
Only the biggest franchise of Pixar's history.
Exactly, one of the most successful Pixar films ever. We've got our sort of regular returning cast with like the ham and the potato heads and everyone. You've got Tom Hanks, Tim Allen, and then you've got a new kind of bigger cast in Christina Hendricks, Key and Peele, Joan Cusack, and Keanu Reeves, who is in literally everything at the moment.
Dave, I'm not complaining.
I keep on seeing articles about how like Kevin Feige has approached him for almost every Marvel movie ever.
At least he's not cashing out yet. He's like,
he's like, I'm gonna wait for the right one.
I want to be the next Iron Man.
He can't be overshadowed by Robert Downey Jr.
exactly. You wait for him to pass away. Yeah. You know what? I'm gonna spoil Endgame. He's been like a month now getting watched it.
Yeah, you haven't watched it. I mean, they're re-releasing it again because they need to get more money and beat Avatar. That's obvious as well because I saw Robert Downey Jr. posted like a rocket, and it's like breaking records. We're like, okay, we get it. All right.
Cool, edit.
Anyway, Toy Story 4. So at the end of Toy Story 3, spoiler alert, Andy handed over all of his toys to a new kid, Bonnie, who has just as much of a brilliant imagination as he does.
She is a god.
She is.
This is overlooked in the film. She creates life.
She does. So. She literally creates life. Like she is forgetful, but she is God.
She creates a toy and it comes to life.
Creates a toy.
You have overlooked the fact she's creating life now. I think this is.
I did overlook that.
Yeah, everyone overlooked it. No one mentions that all in the film.
She took trash and created life. Forky, because Disney, Pixar and Disney can create money out of literally anything.
I mean, the fact they got a raccoon and a talking tree to make billions is not enough. They're not getting like trash, literally.
I think they're going like further and further back. It's like, okay, what can we make?
Yeah, they're trying to one up each other.
And like make a toy out of and make money out of.
So yeah, it picks up on Bonnie's journey and it pretty much follows the toys in this new life. So it's kind of like an epilogue, I think. It feels like an epilogue to the Andy saga. The Andy trilogy is done and dusted, and it's just like an after. Which I think which is okay. They don't try and link it back to the first three in any way.
Yeah, they don't like trying to bring Andy back.
And there's a nice little opening where they kind of show the toys coming from Andy and being passed along, which is nice as a catch-up too, because I don't remember Toy Story 3 ages ago.
What?
It's wild, man. So it does show like it's a nice way to show this is a new kind of thing.
Yeah, it was lovely.
And overall, I loved it. I think it still retains that charm and energy from the originals. The emotional pull is there, not as intense, because obviously with Andy, you grew up with those 3 films.
Yeah, I kind of teared up near the end, but I was wearing makeup, so I was like, keep it together. But it was quite emotional by the end of it. But
the new characters go in pretty well. The Key and Peele comedy duo are hilarious.
I love them. I love the fact that Bunny still has the hook in the top of his head. And the little plastic hook. Yeah. I loved the fact that was still there. Those little details just make the Pixar movies infinitely superior, in my opinion.
So Woody is essentially joined by, so he essentially goes on a rescue mission to save Forky, this sentient being.
That the goddess
Bonnie created.
Bonnie has created.
So he goes on a little rescue mission to save the Fork and bring her back to Bonnie before she goes away somewhere else. And in this time he meets a whole bunch of outcasts, essentially.
Lost
toys, which brings back Bo Peep from the original trilogy. So she's kind of gone a dramatic transformation.
So Bo Peep was sold, and you see that scene, and that was quite an emotional scene as well, where he had to let her go.
But it worked out well. She's enjoying life now. She's a free spirit,
She's was it a Fallout reference?
No.
Where she seems to be a bit of a nomad with her with her shepherd's hook and the sheep running around, and she's got her own makeshift vehicle. It was like Mad Max post-apocalypse type thing, and the sheep come running over with a grape soda bottle cap.
I'm assuming there's a lot. Wait
a minute.
So there's a lot of Monsters Inc. There's a lot of Pixar things. Boo shows up in one of the few scenes. If you keep an eye out, you notice a lot of Pixar references. I think
they all do that though.
I think they reference every single Pixar movie somewhere.
Yeah.
So a lot
There's
of
always
replay.
like the ball with the star on it. And
It's gonna have a lot of replay value.
And Nemo. Yeah.
So I've got the story is great. The new characters fitting well. It's really funny. The jokes
so funny.
really hit the nail. I think Key and Peele. Every time when they like do the little heist plan, it's hilarious.
Yeah.
Keanu Reeves.
Flash attack.
Exactly. Keanu Reeves and his Duke Kaboom character is great. He's suffering PTSD.
We Canada.
Exactly. So he does well.
It's very quotable.
It's very quotable. I do think Bo Peep's done well, but I do think they did kind of push her on a bit too much at a certain point.
Yeah.
I just kind of think, Woody, shut up, you just do what I say, you stand over there.
Yeah.
But luckily they did pull it back a bit. Or
I think
we know
so.
you're trying to get this whole she's a free
because Woody is going through this thing where he's no longer top
dog, yeah.
So he's going through a little bit of an internal battle because he's like he doesn't feel important anymore.
Yeah, he's not the favourite.
Yeah, he's not the favourite toy anymore.
Some dumbass spook is the favourite,
yeah,
so he's
and
kind
then,
of
like the whole thing with the sheriff badge and stuff was quite.
Though he
quite
does burn Bo Peep excellently at one point, and someone in the cinema went, "Oh damn!" And everyone just bursts out laughing. You know when there's like after a certain point where they do a mission and like Bo Peep's like, "What's wrong with you? Why are you doing this? Why are you dragging us through this?"
Yeah.
And then Woody drops a line, and everyone's like,
"Oh damn!
Oh damn!" Yeah. He roasted her so hard. She did a character turn, man. That's how bad she got roasted.
But so he sees Forky as like his new job.
Like his responsibility.
So why he's important again, because Forky's really important for Bonnie because she clearly has some sort of social anxiety going on, and Forky is helping her, and she needs Forky just as much as Andy needed Woody.
And Woody's aware how important a toy, like a favourite toy is.
Exactly, like how much
like
emotional support.
And it gives him a sense of purpose, which is his character struggle.
And that is a recurring theme throughout the film.
Yeah.
When you meet Gabby. Gabby is sadistic.
She is. There isn't like a straight up villain like the previous film said. I forgot their names. Such long. What's the kid?
Sid.
And the collector, like people who are just pure evil. She's very complex for a Toy Story movie actually, and her character arc is really well done to a sense where it feels a bit rushed, but it did kind of catch me out of nowhere. Okay, that's kind of
because as soon as you see her, you're like, okay, here's our villain. Like, it's very creepy in a very like civilized respect and like threatening, but not directly.
She's low key.
Threatening. Yeah, exactly. She's very low key, crazy, and but like you say, it's very rushed. The turnaround is very very quick. It's a bit of a shock. It was like, oh.
I think for my negatives, that's what I got is the fact the whole Gabby arc kind of wraps up pretty quickly. I think you just need a few more scenes of a bit more dialogue between Woody and her to kind of push that forward. But I think they kind of jumped the gun.
It was less of like an arc, more of a like
one scene and you have to So I mean, it's done well, but because it's just a bit more better, just to nail it a bit more. But
her henchman though,
creepy as
freaking terrifying.
Go back to Annabelle universe and create your psycho babies over there, man.
I know.
I don't want to see
the whole like doll thing is just like the ventriloquist.
It literally is like an Annabelle doll, isn't it?
It does. It just like I turned to my friend in the cinema and I was like, that is awful. That is terrifying. I don't know. Why is this a kids' movie? She was like, I know. I'm so freaked out.
That's
right
added to her aura as well. She had these like crew of ventriloquist dolls who follow her around.
And they will just literally do everything that she says without question. That was. It worked though. I think because she's like a 1950s.
Yeah,
doll.
she's like a Godfather kind of character. Like she drinks tea. She like doesn't do any dirty work. Her henchmen do it.
And she's really like she's easy to talk to. So she like kind of doesn't rip the information out of people. She kind of teases it out of them. She's like, oh, you know, I'm your friend.
She's a woman of words. She's got away with words.
Yes. That the bit with her at the end was really emotional.
It really gets that part. It just felt a bit rushed. Another thing I probably didn't like is I think Buzz is relegated to just nothingness.
Yeah.
He's like his Toy Story 1.
He got really simple.
He's like the Toy Story 1 version where he just listens. He just thinks it's a spaceman. He just listens to.
It's a secret mission in uncharted space.
And I think the rest of that other cast do get thrown out as well. Like Jessie has like 2-3 lines.
It was very centered around
the new
Woody and Bo Peep and then the new toys.
Yes, if you're expecting like your favourites, you won't see too much of them, which I thought was a bit. I think they could have done a bit more. Like in the beginning when they're all together, I think they could have had a bit more time there. If you know they're not going to have screen time down the road, at least get them out of the way.
Yeah.
But even at the beginning, they don't really get that much time as it is. So so you kind of notice it a lot. Oh, okay, they could really Because Rex is a fan favorite. Jesse
I love
is.
Rex. I wish they had more Rex.
At least a few more. I mean, Rex has a really good one-liner, which caught me out, like when he notices the arms. He's, oh, he's got long arms. Like, he's the only one that notices. No one else notices. So stuff like that. But definitely, like, if you're expecting the old crew, even Buzz gets nerfed so hard. He's just really dumb for some reason. I don't know, why is he dumb now? Like, surely he's gone through all this and he's now should be like mature.
Yeah.
But but I do think he does wrap this arc really well. I think this saga's done now. Like, it's like an epilogue. The epilogue's cut off.
Yeah.
They can, if they want to, pursue other ventures, but they don't have to.
Like I said about this one, to reignite the franchise after 10 years, the story has to be absolutely flawless. And again, if they wanted to make a fifth Toy Story movie, it has to be incredible.
Not in Pixar, they probably will, but I'm saying the avenue's there. It's not. They didn't leave it obvious that they're going to do that.
I watched something about Pixar, and we can talk about it later, but they normally only go with the stories that they think are incredible. There's never really a Pixar movie that is half-assed.
Sorry, what?
Yeah, okay, we're gonna beat that one out. So, okay, overall, I'm saying 4 out of 5.
I got a 4 as well. I think if they had a bit more buzz and a bit more, and they didn't rush that finale, it would have been a 5. But I think the finale felt just a bit rushed.
Yeah.
And this, the old school team, and that's there's a lot of nostalgia there. They didn't relegate to one-liners.
Yeah.
But
I think you've got to kind of look past the nostalgia part of it and look at it a little bit more critically and go like, okay, like you could have done a little bit more with the new characters, but I also comedy giants in that movie. Like I love their interchange. I love when they're like outside and he's like, he sees the fluffies. Like, is that what we look like on the inside?
and Keanu Reeves and his PTSD.
Keanu Reeves can literally be in any movie.
So yeah, definitely worth a watch.
It
does stand to the hype, and it feels overall. Before we finish it off, what do you rank this among the 4? Quick, 5 seconds ago.
I would say it's
the only reason why it's third. I would say second. I think one's obviously the OG, but I think this was it just felt nice and felt a lot more different to 2 and 3. Maybe because I hadn't seen 2 since I was like 12. But yeah, I might have binged them. But cool, 4 out of stars.
4 stars. Go see it.
Disney nailed it again. More money.
Yeah.
Ching ching.
Disney wins.